welcome back to Real Talk with INCODA. Our guest today is the beautiful Susuana Komolafe. Susuana is the founder and CEO of the Afro Desperado Center in Ireland. She is an entrepreneur with various businesses and expertise. She's also a qualified educationalist and qualified trainer with a master's degree in business administration. So, Susuana, I know you come with a long list of awards. Could you expand on a little more about yourself?
Thank you very much, INCODA. It's really a delight to have the opportunity to be here with you on your coach, chatting up with you, talking to you. And, we've had a long year of wonderful year, I should say. I'm trying to keep positive with the COVID on our doorstep. And it's a joy to be able to see each other, that we are both still alive and, giving praise to God and having this opportunity to continue our work in the community as leaders. So like you said, my name is Susuana Olatunji Komolafe. I'm based here in Ireland. And I'm originally from Nigeria. So I'm from the Yoruba Kingdom in Nigeria, which is hopefully we will become our own federation soon, the Oduduwa Federation. And that is where I'm from. And I've been living in Ireland for quite a while. I'm an educator, I'm an author, I'm a creator, an initiator, I'm a counselor. I have to say I have those kind of wonderful skills around me. The way we say women, we have so multiple talent that we utilize at all times. So I think I'm one of those women that has been endowed and blessed by God to have the opportunity to have that flexibility to do all those things. So yes, I'm a community development expert. So I have an organization myself, which I run, and which I'm the founder of that organization, which is called the Afro in the Diaspora Center. And what is Afro in the Diaspora Center? It's a center for African Caribbean living in Ireland. It is a platform that we use to project, to profile positive image of Africans and Caribbean living in Ireland. Giving an opportunity to showcase the contribution, the impact they're making in the community, the impact they're making in their homes, in their, in the nation, and as well giving a global presence to African. And it's all about changing the narrative, yourself. It's about changing the narrative of what it is to be Africa. And, it is about changing the narrative and giving people a different perspective of what they might think Africa is from our own mouth, coming from the horse's mouth. So we are the one, they say the word of mouth, there's nothing compared to it. And it's about us telling our story ourselves and sharing it with the global space.
Yes, I'm totally in support of what you're doing. So how can someone get involved and help support the Ad Center in Ireland that you're the CEO of?
So if you, for any reason, any of your audience or people in America, because we work globally, we're based in Ireland, but we work globally because we all know these days, the world is a global space. So you just have to be, and that's one of the reasons we are working with yourself. You've been one of our great sponsors, sponsoring one of our initiatives that we do. So there's so many ways people can get involved with us because we have so many initiatives that we use as a platform to carry out the vision of the organization. So like I said, our vision is to project and profile a positive image. And to do that, we have various initiatives. So one of our initiatives is that we organize the African Fashion Week here in Ireland. And the Afro Fashion Show, which you have been one of our great supporters all along, sponsoring the face of Afro fashion in your magazine. So we use that to project fashion, African fashion. We use it to celebrate African models. We use it to, celebrate our culture, in terms of our fabrics, in terms of our creativities, in terms of supporting women that are small businesses that they are, into doing craft work. So we give them the platform to showcase all those creativities that we have within our own community and how we can incorporate it and integrate it within the Western culture. So if anyone is thinking of taking, getting to know us a little bit more, we have a Facebook page. We have a Facebook page which is called the Afro in the Diaspora Center. When you type that into on the Facebook page, you should be able to find us. We have a website which I'm going to send all the details, and your audience will be able to have the opportunity to just go onto our website and get to see what we do, and then you can register your details with us to say, or to just give us a call, or send us a message through the social media and tell us how would you like to participate with us. Do you want to be one of those? Do you want to support us just like you're doing, sponsor us or make donation? Do you want to contribute your skills or your talents in engaging in all the things that we do? We celebrate the African History Month here in Ireland. Are you doing something similar? Would you like to cooperate with us? Would you like to walk along with us? So these are all the kind of things that we do. And one of the things that we recently launched is the African Caribbean Chambers of Commerce.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yes, it's a platform that we use in celebrating African-led businesses. We believe that it is time for us to start bridging the wealth gap. It is about wealth creation. It's about buying into our own community. It is about empowering, and it is about, creating this economic power within our own community. Because we realize that for the African Caribbean community here in Ireland, we are very small. We have like over 50,000 population. Ireland on its own has over 4 million population. But we, within those 4 point something million population, we have roughly 50,000, over 50,000 Africans, Caribbean living in Ireland, here in Ireland. So we don't have the economic power. We realize that. And in order to do that, we felt it is high time to create a chambers that give a platform for our businesses to come together, African-led businesses to come together to network, to provide service membership for them that allows us to be able to, talk about how do we start building generation wealth? How do we start bridging the wealth gap? How do we start creating opportunity for young entrepreneurs within our community so that they can grow up to become great entrepreneurs? How do we create opportunity for our businesses to be within the mainstream so we can start competing with other businesses within the within the Irish mainstream? So the platform, the African Caribbean Irish Owned Chambers of Commerce, is supporting businesses within the African Caribbean led within our own community. So those are the various type of things we do. I'll send to your audience. I'll send you our website. We have our email address, which you can reach us through. If you go onto our website, you have all our contact details. You have the opportunity on our website to register your details and to send those messages. You can find us on all social media platforms: Facebook, LinkedIn, Instagram. You have the opportunity to be able to engage with us and say to us, we want to do this. But I would specifically give my own details so that you can have direct contact with myself, because it's an opportunity and it's a privilege that I have the opportunity to be on your program tonight, and so that your audience can have a direct contact with myself. So I will give you all the details and you can share it while people are watching us live. And then if they would like to reach out to me, we're looking for sponsors, we're looking for people to donate, we're looking for your skills. So it is not just money, your skill, what do you want to contribute, or what do you want to share with us? What do you want to know about what we are doing? And then we will be able to tell you more. Thank you.
Yes, I'm honored to know that and happy to know that you started a Chamber of Commerce, because I'm a member of the United States Chamber of Commerce, as well as our local chamber. So I know the importance of, having a chamber of commerce within your community, where businesses can come and connect and help each other grow. That's major,
Yes.
something like that. It's like, and I'm quite sure you're getting the word out there, for something that great. People don't know. It may sound like, just a regular business started, but it's a huge step.
It is a huge
To
step. It
start
is a huge step.
a
Yeah.
chamber and to lead a chamber.
Yeah, it is a huge step, and it is a great opportunity when businesses come together, to connect, just like you said, connect together, and then, figure out what can we do better? How do we actually support our community? How do we support ourselves so that our business can be in a place whereby it can compete with businesses within the mainstream? Tapping into the knowledge of the people that are really doing fantastic in their own businesses. I think last week on the 15th, we normally have our regular monthly business presentation, and we had 4B business from America came to do a presentation on how to develop trainings that will support us as a community in reaching where we want to go to. So it is important, it is, like I said, the world is now a global space. So you want to tap into knowledge, you want to tap into skill from everywhere and from every opportunity you can get. And that is what we are hoping to do.
So could you share some of the misconceptions that people may have about the diaspora or Africa, globally? Because sometimes there's a misconception because of what people hear in the mainstream television or in the entertainment industry, and that can kind of make people take a step back or pause in their supporting something or wanting to be a part of something, because they have this misinformed knowledge or misconception of something that could be great for them and enrichment for them, but because of the misconception, they're missing out. So just share with us some of the misconceptions and how people can overcome them.
Yes.
With the correct information and knowledge.
Yeah. So the first thing I'll say is that the world we live now, yes, it's so polluted. It is so polluted with so much information within the internet. There's so much information there. But there's not even that there's so much information. It is polluted. The informations are so polluted. And sometimes it is really difficult to really get the right information and to know how to connect with the right people. Now, Africa as itself is a continent, is the second largest continent in the world. We have 54 countries within Africa that are member states of the African Union. But apart from that 54, in total, we have the African continent is made up of 61 countries, including the islands within the continent of Africa. That is one. So it is, when we say we are the second largest in terms of landscape, in terms of manpower, we are the second largest. And what is going on now? There's the fact that we have the youngest population in the world, and we are going to keep increasing. Yes, the COVID has come in. It looks as if we're going to get rid of, they are going to depopulate us, but it's not going to happen anyway, because, knowing Africa for what we are, that zeal to thrive is within us. So if we know that, if people know that, that is one thing you need to get right. Now, how do you correct those narratives? One of the things we are doing is to change those narratives. And it's about connecting with the right people, So, for example, now, this is a great opportunity that I'm here today to talk with you. People can easily come through you and connect with myself directly. It's connecting with people directly, breaking barriers, and then figuring out, breaking things down, breaking barriers and breaking things down, and figuring out how do I connect with the right people? How do I source the right information? Because it is a critical thing that we have to start getting the right information, connecting with the right people. But at the same time, it's about our own orientation as a person. Are we looking for the right information? Are we looking for the right people? Because sometimes most of us, we're not even willing to go out there to look for the right information. We have our own preconception. We're not patient enough. We're not ready enough to look to source for the right information, to source for the right connection. We're always wanting to cross boundary, to cut things, not to go straight ahead. So we have to deal with ourselves. We have to deal with our way of thinking. We have to change our own mindset. And then when you change your own mindset as an individual, and you're always looking out for the truth. For example, the way people send information to people on the internet, your emails, you get all this information. I remember you get people telling you, oh, my uncle died and he left so much amount of money, and I want to give it to you. I just smile sometimes when I see those information. I said, so do you want to tell me that you don't have any member of your family? You don't have somebody living beside your house. You don't have somebody around you. Then you just going randomly to send email to people to say, oh, I want to give you this money. So sometimes if you are looking for wrong information, if you're looking for faster way, you will get wrong. You will end up connecting with the wrong people. You will end up becoming a victim of a negative narrative. But if you deal with your own mindset, so I have always dealt with myself. I've always said to myself, when I see those kind of information that I know there's nothing straightforward about it, I get rid of it immediately. I don't even allow it to stay, so that I don't give myself any reason to think about it. So I think changing our mindset, looking for the right information, we have to be an example of what we want to see. So, example of what we want to see, an example of the kind of person we want to engage with. So it is about us really dealing with ourselves. And if we can do that, then believe me, we have a better chance of not allowing ourselves to be polluted with most of those negative narratives out there, with those misconception in terms of the way people deal with other people. There's so much fear in terms of doing trade, in terms of connecting with people, because you really don't know what is out there. Yes, but first, let us deal with ourselves. And when we deal with ourselves, we should always go out there to look for the right people to connect with. Don't be looking for something. Don't be looking for the quicker way to get out of things, or quicker options, or easier options, or when you want to do trade business with someone, don't be looking for businesses that doesn't have a clarity, that doesn't have. Don't be looking for things that doesn't just. That you could see yourself visually that okay, this is not a clear road for me to go to. So when we deal with ourselves, and when we know what we are really looking for, and we're going out there to look for things that are positive, we're actually going out there with a mindset that, okay, we want to make a good change and we want to connect with the right people. The universe will definitely bring the right people towards our way and towards our journey. And I hope, we can, if you're Christians, whatever religion you have, and even if you don't have any faith or you don't believe in anything, but for me, I'm a Christian, and one of the things I use to direct my journey is my faith in Christ, Jesus Christ. And because of the faith I have in God, and knowing that He has goodwill towards me, and He expects me to do good to other people. So I think I'm always looking for that in the people, the paths in which I follow. So whatever we share, either you're a moralist person, that is the direction in which you should try as much as possible to focus on positive things with a change mindset, and hopefully we will correct with the right people. Hopefully that we won't allow ourselves to be overwhelmed or carried away with the narrative that is out there. Searching for the right information.
Yes, that's well said and well spoken. It's important for us to, go after the truth and the resources ourselves, and to see and to just to think that, okay, something is wrong with this narrative. And because when you see entrepreneurs like yourself, a person will have to think, okay, something is wrong with the narrative. I see all of this positive presentation, but then I see propaganda over here. And like you said, people want to go in and out for the information, but they don't want to go directly straightforward to get the truth. And a lot of people, unfortunately, their mindset is like that. But because of your entrepreneurial journey and you're wearing so many hats, you have a lot of platforms that can help guide people, like your products. Can you share some of the products that that you work with that can help people better, associate, with the culture and our heritage?
So first I'll start with something that you're already familiar with, that we do. We organize the African Fashion Week, just like we said. And one of the things we do with that is that we invite designers all over the world. So now that now our fashion show is on a virtual platform, and that started due to the COVID-19. So we are calling on designers. So if you have anyone within your network that is a designer and you want to create something that you like to showcase and allow the world to see, so we give a platform for that. We also use our website to be able to market some of your product. So if you come and showcase some of your designs, we use our website to be able to market some of your products, and we work on commission base. So if we sell, we get a commission based on that, and then you get your money paid for that. We always have a written agreement within ourselves. So to say, these are the terms of the terms and conditions that we're going to work with in terms of working with you as a business. Yes, so that is one platform for people that are creative, people that are designer, people that does art and crafts. So whatever you're doing within that environment, whatever creativity you have, and you're creating something, and you're looking for a platform to showcase that skills and that products that you're selling, we give you an opportunity to do that. And not only do we give you the opportunity to showcase it, we also give you a platform to market your product. And now that we've had the Chambers of Commerce, it's another bigger avenue whereby we can introduce you to other businesses that might be interested in taking part, wanting to do business with you. So what we do is that we introduce you to people that are authentic, people that we know that these are authentic, that they've been tested, people that we know they have credibility, and we will be in between both of you to make sure you have your good negotiation, and to be sure that all through that process, it is fair and truthful, and that you can rely on them and you can rely on us, that we will definitely follow up and make sure that everything goes well. So that's one thing we do. You know yourself, I'm an author, so I have my books which I sell, which people can buy, which is called the Spotlight Women. You can find it on Amazon. But the other thing we do is that we work in collaboration with women, with different type of people, individuals. Personally, I do that to write books. So if you're interested in writing a book with someone, you can talk to me. And if there's a group of women out there that you work with or that is part of your network, and they're thinking like, oh, we want to do something new, something different, I do publishing and editing of books, so we can work together on a book and bring something up, and hopefully that we can get something out there for people to be able to, tap into those skills and wisdom that we have, and we can put, bring those wisdom together and share it with the world. So that's another thing we do. We organize a virtual exhibitions for businesses. So if there's any businesses over there that wants to tap into the Irish market, and you're looking for, how do I get into the Irish market? This is what I'm doing. And I want to get into the Irish market. You can always contact myself, and we can sit down, have a consultation, and then get to know what your product is all about. And then I can see how we can facilitate an opportunity for us to work with you to be able to bring that into the Irish market. And also whether we can get people that might be interested in taking on this business relations with whoever that person could be. So that is just few of some of the things we bring to the table. And I will be looking forward, to talk to anyone that, what do you have in mind? Let us talk, let us share, let us connect together, let us have a conversation, and then we can see. I might not be the person to help you, but I might know someone that can be of help.
And don't forget the beautiful bow tie.
You can see, I totally forget to talk about my own design. So, like I said, I work with designers. I'm a designer myself. I sell bow ties. So if you're looking to, if you want to take that on, one, if you want to buy, you can buy. And if you like to just, come into business with myself and say, okay, look, can you supply me bow tie to be able to sell over there? Let us have this conversation together. Was it recently I actually took part in a national program on our TV here in Ireland, the RCT, which is a national TV. I took part in a program called the Operational Transformation. And you will see my brand all over the promotion adverts there, which is my bow tie. It was a great privilege for me to take part. And anyway, I was trying to lose some of this weight, but it's all about, I said, I was just trying to keep fit. It's not really about losing the weight. Yeah, I want to lose some of the weight, but it's about keeping fit, and it's about body positive image. It's about telling people to love themselves and embrace who you are. And that was what, that was my role there. It's just, just to get people to know that wherever you are, whatever way you look like, embrace it, celebrate yourself, because, that is who you are. And take, the most important thing is that you're keeping well and fit. As long as you're keeping well and fit, that is the most important thing, but celebrate you.
Yes, I love that. And so tell us, are there any other charities that we should be aware of that we can, support your journey?
So yeah, first we will be happy to see people supporting what we're doing. So that's number one. But yes, there's other organizations that we work with here in Ireland. So many one of them that if you are interested, one of the things that is going on is that we have this kind of a social fund. The social fund, we're asking people to donate €1 to it. And the purpose of the social fund is to help support young entrepreneurs, very young entrepreneurs that might be looking for things like $100, $200, $500 to start up a very small businesses. It's just without interest, just to be able to give them those kind of money to say, use it to start up your business, and to advise them to pass it on to somebody else, to pass it on to someone. So, like I said, our whole target is about working within our community. But if there's anyone there looking to connect with other organizations, there's so many other organizations here that we work in affiliation with. And if for any reason you're looking to work with them, let us know. There's a new program now that is out there, which in case you have young people over there that would like to take part, it's called Mentor Me program. Mentor Me too. It's a program that is for, it's a 6-week free program for young entrepreneurs, young people that wants to go into business or thinking of going into business, or that they just need somebody to mentor them. So we have this program. It's a 6-week program. If there's any young youth over there that is like, okay, I'd like to know, just to get somebody to mentor me or to support me or just to play a positive role in your life, you can sign up for this program. And like I said, I'll send my email and you have my email. They can just send their details to myself. We will be in contact with them. We will link them and lay hands with them, with these organizations. And that could be another way for us to be able to reach out to them on a global platform. But yes, if there's anybody interested and say, oh, look, I'm interested in working with organization, doing this, doing that, you can contact me and I can figure out a way to liaise you with other organizations that are African-led here in Ireland, that might be doing different type of things like sickle cell, like people working with young people, organization working with parents. There's so many different type of organizations like that. The organizations working with young people with talents and organizing talent shows. So if there's something that you feel that you're trying to, you want to see what is out here for you to be able to tap into, you can just contact me. We can sit down, have a conversation, and I'm more than ready to, lay hands with you and figure out if there's anything and pass on those informations to you and see how you can, an opportunity to connect with other organizations. So yeah, that would be great. That would be something I'm happy and delighted to do. But like I said to you again, INCODA, we as well as an organization, we're always looking out for people to support us, to join us in, carrying out this vision, because it's a bigger vision. We can't do it on our own. Yeah.
And, with that said, you're doing a great job. And, I love the fact, and I know my team members love the fact that you're just, making the continent proud of what you're bringing over to Ireland, and how you're showing them, the greatness, within the continent and what we have to, what, our people of color have to offer, the greatness and the knowledge and the wisdom, and how that, we were born great leaders. When situations change, you have to like break through that situation to like re-emerge your greatness so that the world can see, these situations that are being reported are tainted. Like they say, the people have a voice, and, thankful for, all the work that you do in your programs and that diaspora, things are coming forefront for the world to see. And that's why I love, the group book that you did. That I was honored to be a forward in, how you brought all of these different women together, and
thank you so much for that.
Opened up a platform for women from different cultures to share their story. And that's just amazing in itself. Can you just give some words of wisdom to our global audience for them to like have to comfort them and inspire them to want to do better, be better, and to, support the diaspora, and just to be a part of something great and letting the world see this great nation be exposed in the greatness that, the continent of Africa is, instead of what has been shown, publicly.
Yeah, thank you so much for that. Now, I want to remind people of one thing, that you are descendant. You are descendant of the Akuba land. Akuba land. Akuba land meaning Africa. The original name of Africa is called the Akuba land. Now, you are descendants of these great people. Now, if there's anything about us, either that I will advise people to really, hold on to, is resilience. Resilience. Now, wherever we are, Either you are in UK, you are in Europe, you are in Ireland, you're in America, Canada, even when you are in Africa, there is one thing that stands out about us. How many Nigerian, and if you've ever met a Nigerian before, or you know that there's one thing that stands out about us is resilience. Resilience. Now, we are people of faith. Either you are a Christian or either you're a traditional believer. Our forefathers, one thing that makes them stand out is their resilience. Even when they worship their traditional gods, even when they worship their gods, they always give acknowledgement to God. Now, we have names, everybody have different names for God, but they give acknowledgement for that one spiritual being, that person. And one thing about God is that if you look at some of the things that we know God has done, even in the creation of the world itself, resilience always stands out. So what I'll tell to people out there, you are from a great nation, a great continent. You are from a great people. You know, don't forget who you are. And whatever you're doing, whatever struggle you are facing, whatever challenges you're facing, whatever difficulty it is, whatever narrative it is about us out there, be resilient. Be resilient. And in the process of being resilient, don't forget yourself. Don't forget yourself. And wherever you find yourself, wherever we find ourselves, let us try as much as possible to have a positive mindset. Because when your mindset is positive, it helps you to be able to be resilient in everything you do. And when you face obstacles, it gives you that ability to be able to face it. Because if your mindset is not positive, it's difficult for you to be resilient when you face challenges or when you find yourself in circumstances that you know this is not where you're supposed to be. And that is how we can contribute to changing the narrative of what people have been made to believe we are. Because that is not what we are, but it is what the people have been made to believe we are. It's a negative narrative that is out there. So when you continue to be yourself, walking within that positive mindset and understanding what the power that is behind being resilient, so that you know that every step you take, even when you are faced with challenge, you know that you have the ability to overcome it by being resilient, then you know you will get to your destination. And all through that journey, you want to keep a positive mindset. You want to celebrate yourself. You want to be happy. You want to know that as long as you're resilient, as long as you have that positive mindset, you know that no matter how much the challenges, no matter the narrative that is out there, you've already overcome it. So that is what I'll say to people that have the opportunity to listen to our interview or this opportunity to watch this or to even hear the sound of my voice, is that be resilient and keep a positive mindset all through that journey. And if you have faith, hold on to that faith. I believe in God existence, and it's something that I always want to be able to say and share with other people. So if there's anyone out there, if you have any doubts, all you need to do is to look around you. This didn't just fall down. Just look around you and have every reason to be thankful, and all it shall be well. Thank you for having me.
Wow, I'm the host and I received that. It's like, that was beautiful.
Thank you very
and
much.
On that note, I want to thank everyone for watching Real Talk with INCODA.